Innocent Donelly, also known as Filbert, Philibert, Bow or T-Bow, originally of Chopin, Bardini, but who for several decades resided in Cacobabano, has left an indelible mark in our hearts, minds, our lives, and memories. He breathed his last on Thursday, May 15, 2025, after living a full life of 84 years. He was predeceased by his 4-month-old baby boy, Amide Alexander, born on May 12, 1978, and 8 siblings, including Cecil Everest Donelly, who was laid to rest on November 20th, 2010, Joseph Jojo Big Show Donelly, who passed away on May 7, 2023, and Anne-Marie Cece Donelly on November 20th, 2024. He leaves behind 5 children. Eggleston Lucius Julian, also known as Mano, of Chopin Bardini, employed with Royalton Resort. Dorothy Ismail Gold, raised in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, employed with Norwegian Cruise Line. Alcest Ismail in Alger Deriso, owner of Akis and co-owner of A&E Breakfast Services Plus. Alex Ismail, carpenter of Kako Babano. Adams Ismail, electrician, also of Kako. 4 grandchildren. Joel Yvonne Nelson in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tariq Julian in Texas. Caitlin Tamira Dowakasing, also in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Alexis Ismail, student of the VA4 Comprehensive Secondary School, residing in Boston Avery. 1 sister, Juliana Donnelly, also known as Julia or Jew of Chopin. 4 brothers, Bartholomew Donnelly, also known as So I Am or Papo of Kako. Victor Donnelly in Brooklyn, New York. Clive Donnelly, also known as Seacraft Chopin Bardini. Anthony Donnelly, also known as Tony, also of Chopin, employed with Ultramart Inc. 4 nieces, Prisca V. Donnelly, secretary at Baywalk. Janella Donnelly Rambadat and family in Houston, Texas. Bianca Donnelly and family of Chopin, employed with Massey Waterfront. Anthea Anya Donnelly and family of Chopin, employed with Sanders Halcyon. 6 nephews, Onat Cortel in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, employed with Courts SVG Limited. Joanne Donnelly in Castries, better known as Mad Max. Donovan Kyle Donnelly of Granivier Grocery, employed with Renwick and Company. Brandon Joseph of Mornier, employed with Domino's Pizza. Kurt Donnelly of Chase Gardens, employed with Discover Flow. Joel Donnelly of Chopin Bardini. 2 sisters-in-law, Prisca Donnelly, Agatha Donnelly, both of Chopin. 1 aunt, Teresa Polius of Chopin and family. Relatives, the Donnelly families of Bardi Chaussee and around the island. The descendants of his late maternal grandfather, Joseph Fulgen Jobatis of Babano, including descendants of Bertin Fulgens in Cabiche and Sanssouci, descendants of Joseph Cyril Sevre of Groselet, descendants of Virginia Rose Sevre of Lastikill and Radery, descendants of Fidelia Paul of Forestier, Marcia and Environs, descendants of Amazilta Amy François, also known as Agnes Harris of Focaco, descendants of Joseph T. Paul, also known as Fulgence or Jobatis of Focaco, descendants of Cecilia Cecile Ma Mitchell Paul Delay of Jeannon, descendants of Frederica Charles of Laverne Spencer Drive, descendants of Mary Beres Popo of Babano, descendants of Rosita Zabel Popo of Hill 20, descendants of deceased cousin Vincent Villo Alexander of Caco, the Paul families of St. Lucia, the Florenville, Jobatis, Baptiste, James and Durancy families of Tishime and Babano, the Dupre and Tissot families of Twapiton. Also left to mourn are Yulinda Ma Anamine Preville and family of Caco, the Ford family of Chopin, Naomi Patrick Smith and family of Resina Babano, the entire community of Babano, with special mention of the Alexander family, especially Noel and families in Caco and for Caco, Miss Ismelda at Caco, Miss Angela, also known as Coy, and the rest of the Poyot family, Bland, Mr. Bland in Fort Caco, Miss Janice at Fort Canny, Mata of Kako, Miss Marjorie of Kako, and Miss Katie of Forkani. Details of the funeral service for our beloved innocent Philbert Philibert Bow or T. Bow Donelly will be relayed in a subsequent broadcast. His body rests at Rambali Funeral Parlor, Calvi Road, Castries. May his soul remain in perpetual peace.